Hello, hello, and welcome, my Sagittarius collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and crosswatchers. Welcome to your timeless 5-card draw spell kit reading. I am your reader, Mark Angela Lyons Mowell for short. They're my initials. Not bad, it's just spelled like that. I am a professional witch. Professional intuitive, the president of Drawing the Circle Productions since 1998, can you believe it? Author of 2 books, Words of Grace from a Professional Witch, as well as Spell Ingredients from a Professional Witch, 3rd one in the making. Words of Grace has a Kindle version. There is a link in the description box. You can click it and preview it for free and get a little clue, tip, and hint about what's going on in that book. It's a piece of art. The Kindle version, however, has an original version, the PDF, if you will, the original Words of Grace, as well as spell ingredients. My other book are available on patreon.com/Drawing the Circle Productions in our digital store. There's lots of audio content on there, and you can shop without being a subscriber, but all of my subscribers get certain benefits in their benefit package, depending on level of subscription. Some of them get those books and those audios as part of it, but all of my subscribers get 3 benefits in common. A daily check-in. I send them an unlisted YouTube live stream like pretty much every morning. Did one this morning. We chat about the day's astrological weather, the magical applications, spiritual implications, always ending with a meditation, a prayer, something to send us on our way. Best way for me to start the day, considering what I do for a living. And I'm also doing readings in person at the Magic Moon on Feeler Street in Saratoga Springs 3 days a week, so that's a lot. They also get all the extended readings, the part 2s to the part 1s here on YouTube, as well as they get an extensive discount with private sessions with me, spiritual counseling and readings and all of that. We'll talk about that at the end of the video if you want more info. But it is the coolest thing I've ever done. You can follow us for free. I'm putting out lots of free content just for Patreon for our followers, as well as we've got so much more good stuff coming. You can even try us as a 7-day free trial as Seeker and Human, our first 2 levels of subscription. So if you feel so intuitively drawn, interested, right, click the link, check it out, look at the menu. We got a lot of stuff going on over there, and I love it. It's the best thing that has ever happened to my career, including this move to Saratoga Springs from Long Island in my own studio now, and I just love all of this so very, very much. So click the link, check it out, and come Patreon on Patreon, because I'm the Archangel of Lions, Mark Angela Lyons. You can just call me Mal. Hi. Yay! I'm in my new studio in my beautiful new home. I'm digging it big time, big time, big time. So let's get down to business, shall we? We'll do some explanation for the new Sagittarians and the crosswatchers, and we'll jump into the divination because some things have changed. First of all, these used to be called the 5-card draw what do I need reads for the beautiful new to full reads, the waxing moon reads. The 8-card draw shadow reads were timed as well. The waxing and the waiting, 5, then 8. They're all timeless now to help me cope with my new schedule. So what this is called a spell kit reading. And we called that since I started doing them. People started calling them that because a 5-card draw is 1 card from 5 different decks, giving you clues, tips, and hints about anything you like. But in this case, the 5 magical elements, fire, earth, air, water, and spirit, to help you manifest your heart's desire by water, by earth, by air, by fire, in the spirit of unity, helping all of us move forward. Because in my experience, our heart's desires are written in our hearts as part of our sacred contracts and what we came in to do, not just in this life. We've had a lot of these heart's desires since our first incarnation. Maybe not all of them. Mileage may vary on that. And that's why we can try and ignore them, try and repress them, and they just torture us. So the more that any of us move forward in the manifestation of our heart's desires, the more we all get closer to that end as well, and this reading is a means to help support that. So yeah, we're going to start with the magical spell cards for the element of fire, what you yearn for, what you burn for, what your heart desires, element of fire, Sagittarius for you there. We're going to ground that with the crystal oracle for earth, the fuel to feed the fire and manifest your heart's desire. For the element of air, we're using the Archangel Fire Oracle, I know, I'm well aware, because everyone Sun has access to archangels, and the element of air is thought, is mind, is belief, is prayer. And archangels only come when you politely call or scream at the top of your lungs, help, right? Your element of water we're going to get with the Whispers of Love Oracle from Angela Hartfield, the voices of the higher selves of all involved. And we will end with a card of spirit using the Macon healing mantra to tie it all together. So in theory, you take the spell, you use the stone, you call in the archangel, you apply the whisper of love, and you do the mantra a little bit or a lot of bit, and you got yourself a spell in the making for your own law of attraction, who's what's this, manifestation process, whatever you want, keeping in mind that it's all for the well-being of all, because as one of us moves forward, the upward spiral turns for all of us. Isn't that a good image? Whoop, goes like that. So I guess that's enough explanation. Let's get down to the divination. Both feet on the floor if you can. Focus on your breath if you will, and I promise you I will do anything within my power to help anyone manifest their heart's desire by water, by earth, by air, by fire, for the unity of spirit, in the spirit of unity. Oh my, what a loud noise that is. Welcome to suburbia. I don't know what's going on there, but something's going on outside. It doesn't matter. I can overtalk just about anything. You meet my family, you'll see why. So let's get down to it. The shift from explanation to divination happens repeatedly for me in the still point. See if you can catch it as it comes by. I say it enough times. Ready? Let's do this. I'm ready. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. Here we go. Ancestral override. A place for everything and everything in its place. Put all where it belongs in time and space for the well-being of all and with harm to none, as we will it. So let it be done. As I call upon the ancestors of magic, miracles, and mysticism for the Sagittarius collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Suns, and their crosswatchers, watching this video, drawn to this reading. What is the magical spell card, the spell fragment, to help the Sagittarians and the crosswatchers manifest their heart's desire, what they yearn for, what they burn for, right? With their heart's desires, or perhaps that which is required for this timeless spell kit reading. Love. It's all around us. Love is the answer. What was the question? Oh, this one's got a goddess, one of mine. Aphrodite, first word. Aphrodite, I call to thee to bring a true love here to me. Oh dear, it's a true love read? Woo! True love conquers all. True love heals all wounds, ancestral and otherwise. True love does a lot, but the course of true love never did run smooth. Billy Shakespeare used to date him. Past life. Moving on. So, love of who? Love of what? That can absolutely be somebody's heart's desire, but when we're talking Aphrodite, we're not talking about agape. We're talking about Eros, which is also the name of her son. So, let's take that. I mean, obviously, who don't want more love in their life? But Aphrodite, I love to be in love. Don't you love to be in love? Said the divine Miss M. Let's ground this with the crystal oracle. If you have the stone indicated here, great. Use it as this in the spell as you like, but anything will work. I use the same 4 pieces of jewelry for my Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs, and of course I apply the magic that comes into these things. They work. They got me here. Really, go back a couple of months and you'll see. Totally was written in the cards before I knew what was going on, and ain't that just the way it's supposed to work. So, this deck is consecrated to Archangel Ariel, my personal archangel, and I think you'll hear why. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. Ariel override. A place for everything and everything in its place. Put all where it belongs in time and space. For the well-being of all and with harm to none. As we will it. So let it be done. my beloved Archangel Ariel, one of the archangels of earth, the archangel of wealth, the archangel of earth, wind, and fire, the archangel of lions, like Mark Angelo Lions. Beloved one, what is your loving, wise, powerful oracle message using the Crystal Oracle by Tony Carmine Salerno to represent the element of earth, the fuel to feed that fire and manifest their heart's desire, which either is or does require love in this timeless read? Labradorite, one of my favorites, not like selenite. Hello, my name is Mark. I am a selenite addict. I got lots of it on the table. But this one is particularly a little superpowery, if I remember if that's a word. Is that an adjective, an adverb? I think that's an adjective. I simply whipped out my adjectives. Telepathic communication, prophecy, auras, and energy, right? So we are talking a little bit about superpower here. You will soon see that a particular situation that is causing concern and preventing you from moving forward is due to fear. 9 times out of 10 that is the case, right? This realization is in itself a breakthrough. And by acknowledging your fear, you transcend it. And a whole new vista becomes visible, right? It's like you rise above the clouds of fear and you see clearly now. Lorraine is gone. Lorraine who? Soon, fear will no longer obstruct you, and you will move forward in leaps and bounds. And does a Sagittarius like anything more than that? As you begin to achieve your goals, you will realize that you can communicate with others telepathically, and that this form of communication can influence events in a positive way. By bringing your focus within, it is possible to energetically connect and communicate with everyone and everything upon this planet. I've done it with a big piece of labradorite. I have a ring too. I'm feeling very great Green Lantern when I do that. You will gain invaluable insights which will help you focus your attention on that which will be of a greater good for all concerned, including yourself. This is an exciting and wonderful time for you. However, you are being cautioned not to abuse this newfound gift and to remember to always act through love, right? For the greater good of all, right? So you're not trying to like destroy anybody with this stuff, right? Not with love on the table. Oh, and you get an affirmation. How helpful. As the heart of all creation, at the heart of all creation, only love exists. Mystical truth, you don't have to believe it, it's just the truth. It stirs within my heart as it moves the earth and stars through endless cycles. All is interwoven with light, all is interconnected through love. That's beautiful. Light for the third eye, love for the heart chakra, but you got the third chakra choice to do this or not. So, love and Labrador, right? We already got some lovely alliteration going. So let's see which archangel is here to help. Now, everyone has access to angelic and archangelic consciousness because our higher selves have been called and probably continually will be called guardian angels. But that's if we see them as separate from us. They're our own higher selves, right? So then the guardian angels gang up in groups called archangels, and the archangels gang up and become the thrones, the powers, the virtues, all the way back to source. I call it reverse mitosis. It's really just one thing coming down into the illusion of separation, but the other way around is kind of cool too. Involution, evolution, right? Falling asleep, awaking, whatever. So they only come if you call, right? They very much respect our boundaries and our free will. So this is why the element of air, right? The thought, the prayer, the meditation, the mantra, whatever, helpful. Please take a nice deep breath. Excuse me. Head cold. Still point. Archangelic override. A place for everything and everything in its place, put all where it belongs in time and space. For the well-being of all and with harm to none. As we will it, so let it be done. Beloved pantheons of archangels, which one of you is waiting in the wings, with your billions of wings ready to zoom in and assist The Sagittarius collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs and their crosswatchers to manifest their heart's desire, which either is or does require love, with that energy and telepathy, grounding it into form, manifesting their heart's desire with telepathy, with the element of air, what they're thinking about all of this stuff in this timeless. Oh, in this timeless spell kit reading, Asariel, carrying a trident there, very emotional, very water, very Neptune. Card number 22. Now, they don't write the keywords on the card with this deck. Archangel Fire Oracle, Alexandra Wenman. Book is so chock full of good stuff. I highly recommend it. I actually got this at the Magic Moon last year or the year before. So I'm just going to read you a little bit about the Archangel herself and then the message. Emotional expression. Now, look, Sagittarians are very good at expressing their thoughts and their desires, right? Air and fire. Water, however, depending upon your natal chart, might be a little tricky. So Archangel Asariel is the patron archangel of the waters. So your next card, which will be the element of water, should be a connection to this. Who rules over the planet Neptune. Like her Caribbean water goddess image in the oracle, she appears in shimmering watery robes, a crown of shells, and carrying a trident. Her colors are green, aqua, and blue. As the Archangel of Water, Asariel helps us connect with our deep emotions, creativity, dreams, and intuitions. She can show us how to tap into our sensitive side and honor our thoughts, feelings, and inner guidance, particularly element of water for love, right? Love is the energy in motion that we experience as emotion in physical bodies, because you need glands for a lot of that stuff. It's just how it works. But love is the truth of who we are underneath it all as well, right? So expressing love, feeling love, right? Love is divine power, is the sacred truth of the heart chakra, according to Caroline Mace in her book Anatomy of the Spirit, and I trust her. She's a genius. So, love, Labradorite, and Asariel, A-S-A-R-I-E-L, has the name Ariel in it as well, by the way. So let's look at this element of water with the Whispers of Love Oracle, the voices of the higher selves of all involved. Now, if this is just love for yourself, love for the divine, that's in here. But if anybody else is involved, because we got Aphrodite on the table, so to speak, their higher selves have a say too. Please take a nice deep breath. Higher selves override. A place for everything, soft and gentle, and everything in its place. Put all where it belongs in time and space, for the well-being of all and with harm to none. As we will it, so let it begin. Beloved higher self collective, fifth dimension and above, eighth chakra and above, what is the whisper of love, the piece of information, inspiration, insight needed by the Sagittarius collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs and their crosswatchers to manifest their heart's desire by element of water, emotion, earth, air, and fire in this timeless spell kit reading. Appreciate this moment. Now, I just don't mean this moment, like right now, because I know I'm good, but thanks. Each and every situation has an opportunity to grow and find love. Now, I'm going to say the intuitive part of this seems pretty strong, right? Particularly with this Labrador, right? Like raising your vibe, sending out love, right? Connecting to whoever or whatever as a blessing, not as a manipulation. This is not a love spell. This is a love spell, but this is not a love spell to trap somebody, because that ain't love, right? So to get you in the vibe, it would make sense just appreciate where you are. Yeah, so if you're longing, if you're yearning, if you're burning, but you have a roof over your head, just be like, you know what, I have a roof over my head. I have a relationship with my roof. I love my roof, right? You can start with praise, right? Oh, I praise my roof, I'm great. With praise, gratitude, and love, right? It's hard to jump right to love. So start with praise, and I like, then go for gratitude, I'm thankful for, and then you'll pick up the momentum to feel that love. So appreciation, man. If you ever Abraham Hicksed yourself, right? Rampage of appreciation, all that kind of stuff, because that is very very recharging, and love is divine power. So in a way, it's like recharging your heart chakra, right? Giving it that, loving yourself, loving whatever arises, love that. Matt Kahn. Speaking of which, Matt Kahn, the Matt Kahn healing mantra, the card of spirit to put this all together, because all of our manifestations are about healing, right? All the things that we want, they pull us forward on the path, right? Because the hero's journey, right? The hero doesn't answer the call to the hero's journey day one and by afternoon have it done, right? It's a journey. They have to learn. It's about our evolution and our remembering who we really are, that we are love, really. Let's get this one last card down. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. Ascended Masters override. A place for everything and everything in its place. Put all where it belongs in time and space for the well-being of all and with harm to none. As we will it. So let it be done. Beloved Ascended Masters, what is the perfect healing mantra to represent the card of Spirit to assist the Sagittarius collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs and their crosswatchers watching this video drawn to this reading manifest their heart's desire, which either is or does require love with that labradorite and Asariel with emotional expression, appreciating this moment. For the spirit of unity, for the well-being of all in this timeless spell kit reading. Resolving anger, there you go. Conflict reminds me when I need space for myself. I use this regularly because how much conflict goes on in the outside world, let alone how much conflict is there in the inside world. I'm going to read this one from the Bookie Book as well, and I think you'll feel you'll see it intellectually, but maybe you could feel a little bit about this, because resolving anger is often passion blocked, so it needs a creative expression most of the time. So let's see what this says for you. So conflict reminds me when I need more space for myself, which means you need a timeout, you need to pull back, particularly if you're a vibrational, emotional, energetic empath, right? Disconnect, pull back, take space for yourself. When anger is resolved, you are able to see your emotional reactions or the abrupt responses of others as evidence of profound transformation taking place, because anger definitely feels like fire, right? Fire, right? You burning, like even levels of resentment, right? It burns very Coco Peru. When anger is present, it acts as a sign of needing more space to face the feelings that are ready to be healed, to balance out patterns of doing with moments of silent being. And that's the pulse of it, right? It's like inhale, rest, exhale, express, rest, express, right? That makes sense. As you resolve anger, you're able to find the time you need to be both rested and productive. And I really feel like this labradorite would help. You can't get a piece of labradorite, it's fine. Clear quartz does everything. This mantra is ideal for managing stress, deepening interpersonal communications in a relationship, that makes sense, and tempering frustration, particularly if you've been casting your love spells and looking at your astrology and, you know, making wishes on stars, etc. Well, it can get very frustrating, but here's what I know for sure. These contracts were written before we ever incarnated, so whether this is somebody you already know in your life, I mean, it's Aphrodite, true love. You can have true love with a family member, right? That's different. It's not necessarily romantic, but Aphrodite, we tend to think more as the romantic sexual kind of thing. So even in a relationship this way, yes, emotional expression, but that might mean part of the emotions you are feeling are anger. So to get this a little bit healed, a little bit resolved within yourself by taking space for yourself, certainly cleans the slate, right? Just like a video game, you got to beat the level on the boss, right? Before you got to strike that, reverse it, Willy Wonka. We need to beat the boss on the level in order to level up, right? So let's put this together in what's called a blessimation. All of my readings end this way. A combination of a blessing and a summation, and then we'll talk about cool stuff if you want to hang out for that. Please take a nice deep breath. Last time. Still point. pantheonic override. As I call upon the collective pantheons of the divine, for our beloved Sagittarius collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs and their crosswatchers watching this video drawn to this reading, may they be blessed with all that they need to manifest their heart's desire, by water, by earth, by air, by fire, in the spirit of resolving anger, conflict, reminding them when they need more space for themselves, so that they can appreciate the moment that they have the ability to love themselves, and that anger itself is not a sin. It is just a layer of fire, of passion that needs to be expressed in some creative way rather than destructively. And certainly may they call upon the Archangel Asariel for her healing help in expressing those feelings, those emotions in happier, healthier, wealthier, wiser ways, perhaps using some Labrador, right? To send out the love, to feel the energy, to be at peace, and to use this power of telepathy that we all have access to, but to do it from a place of love that is divine power. Certainly that's going to heal a lot, not just them, not just the object of their heart's desire, but for the well-being of all. So, Aphrodite, we call to thee to bring true love here to me for the well-being of all, and with harm to none, as we will it. So let it be done. So motivate. And so it is. That was good. Yeah, makes sense. Not easy. Simple. Not easy. Yeah, resolve anger as you go along. Because love brings up its opposite. Course in Miracles, right in the introduction. Love, the opposite of love is fear, but that which is all-encompassing truly has no opposite, right? And the relationships in our lives are here to help us remove the obstacles to love's presence, which is our natural inheritance, meaning that it's inside of all of us. But we got all them fears and the patterning and ancestral stuff, you know, societal conditioning and all of that. So, of course, there are hoops to jump through in this stuff. It is a hero's journey, this life, right? And we incarnated in one of the most exciting times, chaotic times ever on planet Earth, maybe for the sinking of Atlantis. I think maybe what we're going through now might be number 2 to that. But this is absolutely not just going to help you and the crosswatchers go for it. This is a good spell here. But we'll bring more love into the world. And remember, true love conquers all, true love heals all wounds, and true love breaks all curses, ancestral and otherwise. So you got this. You can do this. If you liked the video, click the thumbs up and help other Sagittarians and crosswatchers find the reading. You want more of me here on YouTube, subscribe because I'm not stopping. And if you want the deeper dive, come Patreon on Patreon, because that's where I'm putting my best stuff out, because it's just the way it is. It's been such a beautiful, creative way for me as a mystical artist to do what I do in this world and get paid, which is kind of lovely. Seekers, humans, heroes, angels, witches, immortals, mystics, gods, goddesses, and of course we have free followers. All of my actual subscribers get the daily check-ins, the extended readings, and the extensive discount. You can shop in our store for free, you can follow us for free, and you can even check us out as a seeker or a human in a 7-day free trial. And that's the way a lot of people get the discount, right? They give me $3 once, and then they get the discount, and then after, you know, the month goes by, they unsubscribe, and that's fine. That's what it's there for. But pretty much everybody who's checked it out for 7 days has stayed for a month regardless. So, yeah, come Patreon on Patreon. Go shop in the store. There's cool stuff over there. And if you would like to book me for a private session, like I said, you can get the Patreon discount by subscribing. But there is a video in the description box. Booking private sessions with Mal explains everything for you. Now I'm doing, well, I've been doing Zoom readings around the world for people, right? We record it, we send it to them. I'm doing readings at the Magic Moon, but you can call the Magic Moon in Saratoga Springs and book me directly. They're handling that stuff. But certainly I have an office in my new home, which is still being set up, so I will eventually be taking clients here as well, so I'm very excited about that. So yeah, booking private sessions with Mal explains it all for you, just like Clarissa. So, my Sagitt crabby asses, I love you all so much. I got a lot of Sag friends. You're a lot of fun. I have a lot of fun with Saggies. I've said that for a long time. So you can do this. Just take that element of fire, your element, right? When you're burning with anger, go, okay, I need some time. I need some space for myself to alchemize this, and then really grab a piece of labradorite and send some love out to the world, because what you release returns to you multiplied. Yeah. So wishing you all the very, very best and the very, very blessed of the manifestation of your heart's desire by water, by earth, by air, by fire. You fire signs, hang in there. You got this. Heal, hail, farewell, and blessed, blessed be.